am here to hurt you!
A ball pit.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, I can't do it. 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 I can't do it.
I want to get out of here. Well, I can't do it anymore.
I just want to go home with my grandmother and my daughter, my husband, please. Please, they want me home too. They want me home. They don't want me here.
You won't make it through. You won't make it through. It's too much. It's too much.
I quit.
Ah, it sucks.
No, I want to go home. I'm leaving McKamey Manor. Thank God. Do not come here.
Please let me out. No one should be here. It's horrible.
I think it's every possible horror movie there is, and you could combine it all in one, and this would be it. It would be the Manor, right there.
I want out of here! Help!
So what I want to do is, if I could bring the house lights up a little bit, I know that you guys have some questions to ask victims and or proprietors, so we will get to some of those questions. Right here in the middle, we got a microphone coming down. I always jump on them before they're ready with the microphones, because I'm sick, twisted that way. But I'm not going to eat cockroaches.
They're not that bad.
Compared to what?
Hi guys, thanks for doing this. You guys, first of all, yeah, I must say that it takes a lot, probably takes a lot out of you guys to put this together. And I want to ask, is there any room for improvement? Like, how do you guys keep on one-upping yourself?
I'll start. For us, it's not really about one-upping ourselves. I think JT kind of nailed it. I think we've reached limits for every single show. And so for us, it's about kind of approaching each new experience and each new project with a new set of rules and with a new goal in mind. In 6 years, I think we've produced over 18 different experiences. Some have been in hotel rooms, some have been in cargo vans, some have been in warehouses, some have been in theaters and just numerous other places. So for us, the rules change every single game, and I think most of the participants can tell you, going through one show doesn't necessarily prepare you for what's going to happen when you go into the next show, because we're genuinely trying to do something different at that point.
For us, I've just touched the tip of the iceberg. I've got so much more to do. If you think it's crazy now, you have no idea.
Lots more vomit.
You have no idea. No. We're going to continue on, and it's a challenge, but that's what keeps me going. That keeps me revved up. I love pushing it more and more and more. So pay attention.
I think I'm actually scared. I don't think I can do it. I think it's the vomit thing that I have a phobia.
He did look away.
It's like put something in my mouth and it's over with. I kind of already
Let
said
it go. Don't even. That's another thing.
Say all the right things today. I feel, like I said before, we found our limit, we found our boundaries. I wouldn't feel right going further in the direction, but we had a discussion last year and decided every year we would do something equally as terrifying but different. So that's the challenge each year. That's the biggest challenge for us. We have kind of three set pieces within the show, like tentpole items that kind of are the spots that get people, and it depends what kind of person you are, but those three spots now that we have in there always get, whenever people tap out into one of those spots. So each year we try and replace one of those spots, or maybe two of those spots, with something equally as offensive, and equally as terrifying.
I just want to interject really quickly. This was the first time in 6 years, this year, one of the shows we did this year, was the first time in 6 years that Chris and I walked out of that experience and genuinely looked at each other and went, that was too much.
All right, another question?
God, I wish it would have come.
Right over here. Here we go. Nope, we got one right there.
Okay, so my question is for the gentleman, for the victim, and it's actually for everyone. But you said, no, you had said that he is the perfect victim. What constitutes a perfect victim, or to complete your?
Ask Bill
and for all of you.
He completes me.
Too soon?
It's so sentimental.
No, that was funny. That was funny.
Well, thanks.
I guess maybe I articulated that improperly, but from my perspective as a creator, he's the perfect audience. He's the audience, the type of audience I enjoy the most, because he just really gets it. He gets it, and most of our victims do, because they don't come unless they're up for it, like I said. But Russell really gets it, and it's nice. It's nice to be appreciated, and to have people come and actually, you create something for a certain fan base. Listen, every single thing that happens in victim experience, I test on myself. Me and my father go through everything. Like, we make sure that it's okay. Like, we do it. We have to. We're not going to inflict anything upon somebody else that we haven't done ourselves. However, I would not pay to go through a victim experience. I would not be the perfect victim. I wouldn't. Love horror, but I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if I would pay to do it. But there are people out there who want to go that far, and I want to give it to them. And so when we do it, if we have people who come and don't appreciate it and get angry, which is very rare, that's kind of it's the antithesis of Russell. So that was my point with that.
Can I jump in for one?
Yeah.
In preparation for this panel, I went back and because Omar and I were on the very first night of Victim Experience, you had asked, like, give me feedback, get in touch. And I went back and I wrote you, I think, 2 emails the week afterwards. And one way, I look at this, I even wrote it in the ScareLA bio for myself. This is psychological exploration for me. Like, this is not me just trying to look for a thrill, be scared. It's more than that. And that's why I responded so heavily to the victim experience is, yes, it's frightening. Yes, it's theater. Yes, it's an exploration. And I wrote JT a couple of days later and I said, thank you for that exploration. And actually, in my very first, it wasn't the physical stuff that got me. It was the psychology behind what was going on in the scenes. And that's what works best for me. And I will say it about Blackout as well. I'm one of those people that's been lucky enough in Blackout, and you read about it online, of some people go through Blackout and have very negative experiences, and some people go through Blackout and have moments of absolute revelation and clarity. And I think I've had 2 that I'm sorry. 2 that absolutely changed my life. And one of them happened in New York last year. And I can't explain exactly what happened, but I was in a very intense situation inside Blackout, and they know me well enough to know sort of my triggers, and they did an extremely aggressive physical scene with me, and in the middle of it, they asked me something. And the answer that came out of my mouth stunned me. And it revealed something about myself that both was sort of like a moment of absolute devastation and absolute joy at the same time. And I was like, I don't know if you're aware that moment happened. But the show got very awkward for about 15 seconds.
It does that.
So I think you thought because I know you were in the room at the time, among other cast members, but
I know what you're talking about.
it was just one of those like, wait, I just said that? Holy crap. Now what do you want me to do? What? And it just, I had to pause for a moment. But that's the psychological aspect of exploration. Is like, holy crap, they just showed that about myself? That was something I was unaware of, and this weird, twisted, dark theater piece brings that out of me. And I had the same thing with victim experience. There was actually the most terrifying thing for victim experience for me, and I told JT this a few days after I did it the first time. There's a quiet moment. There is this beautiful, quiet moment in victim experience. And I wrote him later, I said, you need to know that really shook me. Because I knew if there's this quiet moment in victim experience, something really bad was coming. And that's when it started working on my head the most effectively.
All right, one more quick question. Let's go right here. Here comes Mike. Yeah.
Josh, do you plan to go back to more of the solo experiences this year for LA? When do we plan to hear dates about that? And JT, can you tell us about the new addition to the trilogy?
No, I'm sorry, I can't answer any of those questions.
I personally liked the group experience. Just
Thank you.
putting that out there.
Thank you.
It was a lot.
Yeah, and there were definitely some really interesting.
I'll say this, Blackout's changing and has been changing a lot. I think you're going to be finding a lot of new mediums, places, and things surrounding the Blackout brand, and you'll just basically have to stay tuned.
Give me a second.
Yeah. We're
I promise I'll tell you about it.
We'll snowball it. We'll snowball. Okay. First of all, I want to thank you guys so much for spending some time with us this afternoon. You guys have fun listening to these guys? So I want to ask one more closing question. We kind of touched on it, but so it's a new year, a new kind of haunt season coming. What is next? What should victims that have done your experiences, what should they expect? And people that are thinking about, maybe I want to try that. What is on the immediate horizon for McKamey Manor?
A lot of changes happening here. This November, we've been invited to come to New York City, Long Island. We're going to be part of a new haunt called Dystopia. 6 nights only, mid-November. It's going to be 18 and above, and it's going to be pretty cool. There's a new television series coming up with McKamey Manor on the Sci-Fi Channel, and we're hoping for good things with that, as long as we can come to grips with how much they'll let me do and how much they won't. It looks like it's going to be a weekly series, a challenge, survival, horror type thing. So that's pretty exciting as well. And we're looking for contestants as well. So if you're interested, let me know. And then the new manor is looking for a new home. So we're going to probably roll out of San Diego and find some user-friendly state that appreciates what we do and doesn't want to burn us to the ground. And so if you're looking for us to come to your neighborhood, put a good word in, maybe we'll be there.
I answered this a little bit, but we're working on a lot of new collaborations with different people that you guys will be hearing about soon. There are going to be some new mediums that we're exploring, some new cities and some countries as well.
I'm directing a Western right now, a feature film. It's called Outlaws and Angels. I flew out here to do this, and I'm going back there, and I promised them that I would plug the movie, so I hope that's cool.
He flew out here just to talk to you guys, and then he's flying back. What do you think about that?
Just watch out for Outlaws and Angels. It should be in theaters next year. We got some big stars in it. I can't talk about them yet, but it's going to be an ultra-violent home invasion Western. So,
as they all are.
Yeah. This year we're doing Victim Experience 3, and some of you probably know how it works, but we sell 5 tickets at midnight. You go through one at a time. We spend a few hours at midnight. for only a few nights during the month of October. We sold like 100 tickets the first year. Every year now we sell like 30 to 40 tickets. So they're on sale now. Go to victimexperience.com. You can get tickets now, and I'm not pushing. We always sell out. We don't sell a lot. So if you want to try Victim, get your tickets soon. And other than that, we are opening a new attraction at our Freakling Brothers Trilogy of Terror. We open a new attraction, we tear one down, and we open a new one every 5 years. And the Circus of Horrors, which is one of our oldest, is gone. It's been gutted, and it's gone. And we're opening a new one in its spot. Nobody knows what it is. Tonight at midnight, it's being announced on our website, but we're going to announce it here right now. And social media is going to grasp onto it before we even announce. So, first of all, I'd like to introduce Leviathan Ammon. It's our mascot for the new show. As you know, some of you who've been to Freakling Brothers know that we like to take classic themes that people think are too cheesy or corny and do them the Freakling Brothers way. So we're doing a very, very classic Halloween theme this year. Our new show is called Freakling Brothers Coven of 13. We're doing witches. And we're doing witches the right way. You're not going to see any long green noses and warts. No cats, no frogs. This is going to be very, if there's such a thing, realistic black magic, kind of modern witches. And we're very, very proud of it. It's going to be incredibly immersive, incredibly interactive for the first time. We've never done a truly interactive show. So we're trying a lot of new things, and we're taking some risks, but it's not an extreme haunt. It's a haunt for adults, but teenagers and adults. It's going to be scary as hell, but we're not going to cuss at you and we're not going to touch you. So I dare you all to come.
And with that, brings a close to our Extreme Survivor panel. When you head out of the room, the new creature from Freakling Brothers will be waiting outside to take pictures with you, light up social media.
You can try and take a picture.
Oh, it's going to be amazing, or he's going to kill you, one of the two. Thank you guys so much. You have a good time.